Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel, as everyone says here on YouTube. So I am giving you a quick update coming to you live from post 6.5 week reconstruction visit with my surgeon. And he had a look at everything and he addressed some of my concerns, which were one, my fat grafting on my right side is like turned into this hard knot, and he said that it is somewhat normal and it'll normalize and soften in a few months. Probably it can take 3 or 4 months for that to happen. He's not concerned. There's nothing I can really do about it except for massage it if I want. And with my incisions being a little bit sensitive and sore still, he said that's again pretty normal. They're looking really good. My mastectomy side, I've had some issues with how it's kind of turning out and looking kind of lumpy and weird, and I can feel my implant like right under here. I can feel that. And my skin's just thin, and the fat grafting can only do so much. And I don't know if it's something we can revisit later with more fat grafting, if once everything kind of settles in another 3 or 4 months, if that's something that I would be a candidate for. With or without approval from insurance, I can always pay to do that myself if I feel like I want to. And the benefits outweigh the risks of, having surgery. I talked about my phlegm in my throat. I didn't talk about it with Dr. Wilcox. I feel like he probably wouldn't, not say appreciate it, but I don't really think he's on board with the whole implant illness thing. So I didn't want to say, I kind of felt it out and didn't want to really talk about it. I did talk about it with his PA and wanted to make sure it was on my file, because if this doesn't go away, I really would just want it documented, because I know implant illness is a real thing. I don't necessarily think that's what I have going on. It could be a lot of things going on, but I just feel like it was really important to put that on my chart. And I talked about getting a tattoo, mastectomy tattoo, and he's very on board with that. Give myself a few more months of healing. The most important part being the scar area, and that he hasn't seen any risks or damage from any of his patients who have done tattoos over their mastectomy side. So that was really cool to hear. And I pretty much don't need to come back for another year unless something weird happens and comes up, which hopefully it won't. So for another year, I won't really need to be back here. And what else is there to say? I'm going to look forward to more healing. I hope that this side smooths out a little bit better. And I know they're never going to be even. This side will settle down a little bit more, he said. Excuse me. See, there's that throat clearing again. I asked him about scars. So my scars, anything I can do. He really just said moisturize them. Coconut oil is great. That's what I've been doing. Vitamin E oil if I want. He doesn't really buy into the whole scar, patches, creams, all of that. He said I can do it if I want. And I might see some results, but it's not something that he's, really says, it's a must. It's going to take time for healing. And so there you go. I haven't decided what I'll do as in regards to the scar stuff. I figure I might as well do everything I can. If it doesn't do much, it doesn't hurt anything at the same time. So that was pretty much his consensus. It doesn't hurt, so do whatever I want to do. Anyway, I guess that's it. He did say, so okay, I talked to him, I said I found a little lump here. Actually, he mentioned it, something to look out for. I asked him, what are the things that would prompt me to come back in before a year from now? And that would be anything that's getting hard here. If everything's feeling hard or different or weird, he said I will probably notice some little hard spots where the fat dies, like necrosis type, and that could be what's going on right here. But if anything seems weird or seems to be growing or getting bigger, then definitely get checked out. Otherwise, it's every you know, in 3 years I would get an MRI of the implant to see how the health of it. Actually, he said in 3 years we can evaluate that. If we don't think that there's anything weird going on, that I'm not at risk for rupture, then you can even pass over that. And then it's every 2 years after that 3 years that you get MRIs to see how your implant's doing. So that is that for now. Appreciate your following. And this guy's looking at me like, oh, she's talking to herself on video. You have to get over that if you're gonna do this whole video blogging thing. You got to get over people watching you on talk to your camera. All right, peace out, my lovelies. Until next time.